Juba's High Score Challenge, recording on a Sunday night. It's the final game of Season 9 of the Juba's High Score Challenge season. And the game this time is G-Darius, G-Darius, a game on the PlayStation 1, released around 1997 or 1998, I believe. And it's an absolute corker. I'd kind of heard of this before, but never actually seen it on the PlayStation. I don't think it was like particularly well known. As far as I know, I don't remember sort of seeing it on the shelves and things. And it's the kind of game which, even though I probably hadn't played too much Gradius or Darius around that time, it's certainly one which would have piqued my interest if I had have noticed it. Yeah, kind of passed me by this one. Yeah, as I was saying, it's a very, very good one indeed. So the general aim of the game is a side-scrolling shooter. I would say straight away that the graphics in this are absolutely lovely. They kind of got that sort of slightly pixelated sort of polygon PlayStation look, but I do find it quite spectacular. It's really impressive. I really like the graphics. Just the background's nice and colourful, detailed. Everything moves sort of at a good pace, apart from one or two bits where there's a slight bit of slowdown. Just for example, on this bit as we go into the water. Yeah, it just looks and plays really, really nice. And what's really interesting as well is the kind of power-up system. You've got these capture balls which let you capture enemy ships, and different enemy ships sort of give you different kinds of power-ups as well. So you can there's quite a bit of variety there in terms of choosing or trying to get a particular type of ship with with whatever firepower comes along with that as well. And yeah, there's also other things as well, like the ships you got there. Yeah, they can absorb a few bullets as well, so they kind of like have like a shield property in a way. And it's just like a really interesting way of power ups. Not like your normal pick up the laser, pick up the spread shot or whatever. You know, this is kind of like you've got your normal cannon and stuff. Then you've kind of got whatever you can capture alongside that as well. So anyway, that's the general idea of the game, and you pick up power ups, as well as the enemy ships to boost your laser, or sort of your main shots, and you got your shield as well, which lets you survive a few hits, which I think is a really good feature, because it's so frustrating sometimes if you do get like just a quick hit from out of nowhere, which happens. It's just the way games are sometimes. But having like this sort of shield, like with the other sort of Gradius games as well, like it just gives you that bit of a buffer in a way. So it keeps the fun flowing without being sort of too harsh if you lose a life. So or get shot rather. Anyway, level 1 boss, Eclipse Eye. There is like a little bit of a cutscene there as well, which I think I just sort of skipped some of there, just sort of trying to get me runs in and stuff before the end of the day. But yeah, visually it's really impressive. I think it's a reflection of your ship sort of fly in front of the boss's eye and stuff. It just looked really nice. And the boss is suitably threatening as well. It's sort of very, very large. It's got quite menacing looking. Variety of attacks. It's kind of like a spinning thing which comes out sort of like almost like in a 3D kind of effect, like really. And then sort of moves from like side to side as well. So you sort of like you can switch from the left hand side of the screen to the right hand side of the screen, and it's all very comical. All very interesting, keeping you on your toes. Okay, now here's something now. Capturing an enemy just before that, and the boss is going to do his like big laser attack. All the bosses do that, but that's your opportunity to do like a counter beam, which if you destroy the boss with that, gives you some extra bonus points as well. So well worth sort of like learning, sort of like trying to time that to defeat the boss in style and get those extra points. And of course, like you get the choice of paths as well. Generally speaking, going along the top row is easier. I understand. going along the bottom row is more difficult. I kind of went for the more difficult option for the second level. That's kind of just what I kind of like wanted to get stuck in with, really. But as we'll see, the my choice of sort of a path kind of changes as we go through it. Right, I'll just take a quick sip of drink. So yeah, level 2. I picked up. I do like this particular one with the kind of like the enemy I've captured, because you've got like a top and bottom shield there, and you've got a slight angle on the shots, which is good for like just like picking off those enemies which are just out of reach, as it were. So it's kind of like got a nice spread on the screen. Yeah, good shields and decent firepower overall. You can capture some enemies, and they're kind of like more sort of shield based than anything else, and they're probably not as good, really, because you still get a shield effect anyway, and you also get double points as well if you sort of defeat an enemy formation with your sort of like captured ship shots. So a bit of a tongue twister there, had to be careful. Right, now we're sort of flying high into the sky. It's almost kind of like a mid kind of boss coming up here. Accidentally flew into an enemy. Not really focus on destroying this boss. I'm not sure if you. I think you might be. I think you can capture it just before the end boss, which we're coming up to shortly. But yeah, you do get to fight it later on. So, and it's quite difficult to take it out if you can in the time frame you got just on that flying upward bit. Alright, second level boss, Queen Fossil. Funky change in music as well. Yeah, really like the music. You get two routes here as well. To be honest, I hadn't really sort of tried it. It's kind of like I started off just trying to stick with a route, just so I could sort of like learn it and get familiar with it. And that being the bottom one, which I presume is the most difficult one. Kind of after a while, it was just like, well, yeah, that's what I'm used to, and I'll probably get the most points for it, so I'll stick with that. Timing is key as well. There's certain bits I find where you kind of know when you need like a beam, like I did there. Like if you don't have the beam on that bit, for example, then that can make your life really difficult, just in terms of like dodging the lasers which come out. And it takes a lot of hits before you can destroy the arm thing. But here we are again. Got another power up back. And again, use the charge beam on these sort of two blocks with turrets, and makes light work of it, because it sort of like absorbs, sort of goes through the bullets which it's shooting at you, and those things take a lot of hits as well, so it gets the damage in. Some potentially tricky lasers, but yeah, not too much of a problem. It's kind of laser arm thing. This is pretty easy. Yeah, you just sort of just got to be slightly careful with the timing. But I don't think I've actually ever been hit by that. So yeah, not too difficult. Okay, so here's that mid boss thing again, or at least the same kind of ship. Now, plan is to sort of knock off its sort of gold shield and capture it like so. And that makes the next bits of the boss fight that much easier. You can almost sit back and have a sip of tea. Now you've got that ship in position like this. I'm trying to just like move my captured ship out of the way of those sort of big beams which are along the top and the bottom. to be honest, it doesn't make a huge difference. Like, yeah, that ship I've got can take a lot of hits. And I kind of just like using it as a bullet sponge there, really, just as a shield to protect me from those incoming smaller shots. A few missiles here which can like shoot. Again, no problems if one or two get through. Just got to be a bit on your toes here, because that kind of like lightning arc thing that caught me out quite a few times, especially when I was learning how to fight against this boss. Do a switcheroo. I mean, again, it's quite spectacular. Yeah, just this massive fish just going in and out of the screen, and sort of like diving around the place. Yeah, it's quite an epic fight. Yeah, got to be a bit careful here. That kind of like spinning disc. It kind of like builds up and then it comes out at you. You just got to be a bit careful now when to get out of the way without flying into lots of bullets as well. And that's my ship gone, but unfortunately the enemy launches some new ones which I can capture. Okay, so the boss is kind of on its last legs here, and it'll do its beam shot shortly. Does this little dive. Well, maybe not dive, but little thing, yeah. So now's the time to charge, and then do the counter beam. Not to worry about the laser shots coming from the top, because the beam can just absorb them. And that's the end of the level 2 boss. So you get on a nice sort of 4.1 million, which is kind of like my par score, really. So yeah, things going pretty much as well as they can. Okay, now this bit I kind of take the top route. My plan was to. I wanted a 1cc. Spoiler alert: I don't get a 1cc, but it's kind of like after I mastered the second level, it's kind of like how much time have I got left? Yeah, I want to sort of see if I can push through the game now as much as possible, and yeah, with a bit of luck, get the 1cc. So I went for the what I believe to be the slightly easier of those two options. A bit of a tricky start this. You got these asteroids and a few ships, and I've got no shield at the moment either, so it's kind of like trying my very best not to get hit. There's some yummy shield. Yes, sometimes as well, like I did notice just on one of my sort of final runs of the day when my eyes were getting a little bit tired. It's just like some of those dark colours, like with the asteroids and stuff, they're just becoming sort of slightly more difficult to pick out. So but again, like, yeah, graphics absolutely lovely. So yeah, I've used yeah, you can detonate your ship, by the way, which is what I did there to yeah, just damage that sort of like the gold mask or gold shield of the big fish here. And my plan now really is to just sort of like, yeah, just use it as a shield and just like try and get as far as possible really with it. Yeah, I go up to that area, choose area I here. Again, it is just because what I was used to really. It was quickly getting to the point where I didn't really have time to start learning new levels, so it's kind of like, yes, stick with what I kind of know and just trying to do my best from there. Yeah, unfortunately lost a life there, so yeah, that's a bit gutting, but yeah, it happens. It happens. kind of generally pleased with the captured ship I've got here, kind of like rotating sort of top and bottom. Oh, just a word of warning as well. Sometimes there is a bit of scenery at the bottom on this bit. Just like that that sort of block where that sort of missile, those missile turrets are. There's one just before it as well. A few times just didn't see it at all and sort of flew straight into it. Just kind of no. So yes, just steer clear of those. Yeah, bit of a bullet frenzy this bit. Lots of stuff flying around. I'm wondering if maybe we should charge with a beam shot or not, but I don't know. Yeah, those my thingies are shielding me quite well, so toughing it out. Yeah, there is a version of this on the Switch, by the way. Probably other formats as well, just like a HD remaster thing. I mean, based on this, I'm very interested. I mean, when the challenge was announced, and I think we were looking at possibly it would be okay to use that as an option. I was tempted to pick it up. It's £25 though, which is going rate for a good game, but it's kind of just didn't quite want to splash out £25. I might do after playing this. Ideally, if it's on a sale or something, maybe, or I might get the PS1 original. I'll see. I had a quick look on eBay. There's one or two copies about £40, I think. Not cheap, but yeah. Again, this is I've been thoroughly impressed with this game. Thoroughly. And there's going to be a lot to it as well, in terms of like trying out the different routes, getting that maximum scoring. And yes, we are on the third level boss, Dimension Diver. And again, music really cool. Boss really cool. Everything is cool, and then due to Dimension Diver's name, sort of does these like portals and appears through various wormholes and things. So yeah, unfortunately, did lose a life there. It's tricky. Yeah, I was still kind of like I hadn't quite mastered this boss, but by the time I'd done my last run, I was kind of getting there. I could do it without losing life, but yeah, not quite, not like every time or anything. Okay, let's charge up his beam. Have it. Boom. Right, level 3 done. So I'm sticking with my plan of going through the top routes. Trying to keep it as easy as possible now, just so I can sort of try and vein for my 1cc. Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be a close one in terms of. I don't think I've won this one, by the way. Judging by Juffer's comments, Juffer sounded like he got to the last level more than a week ago or something. Not near that myself. Yeah, these ships I've got, they're kind of like they're messing with me a bit because I was getting them mixed up for enemies, and then they're flying around all over the place, and it's like, I'm like, what? Yeah, it's like, I'm supposed to be shooting that, do I need to dodge it? So, fortunately, I got rid of them. Got a few points in the process as well. Talking of which, I've got a stack of points on this level already. I'm not sure if I may not have been maximising my points on various sections, particularly on that last level, and maybe this level so far as well. It's just pinned against the back of the screen there. There's a nice shield ship as well, which would have been nice to have, but never mind. I could still progress in that game. I have been chipping away at this game over the last couple of weeks. I've not always had time, but I've been able to spend a decent amount in it. With the amount of time I had left, I'm pretty pleased with that score. Really, I couldn't have done much better. But anyway,